friend. Your friend kakra. Your friend kakra.
All right. About no siapa homit edunumiensa quickly. Let me kick with the headlines. The police CID says they received a petition from Georg Distilleries that Kofi Juma, the SY CEO or the MD, allegedly has stolen 3 vehicles belonging to the company. And into
accurate. Mr.
You see, I'm on a 500k bail with 2 sureties. Yente,
a petition that was submitted to us. That's accurate. Mr. Maxwell Kofi Juma was arrested based on a complaint that was, or a petition that was submitted to us by the Gihok Distilleries Company Limited. We received a petition to the effect that some vehicles which were the property of that company had been stolen by the said Maxwell Kofi Juma. Warrants for arrest was properly secured, and that was the basis for which he was arrested, and he's in our custody at the CID headquarters and is assisting with investigation. I must mention that as at this afternoon, we have retrieved 3 vehicles, so the said vehicles that were stolen by him have been retrieved. So
okay, and you know, alleged stolen vehicles, no, as the police are making a statement to that effect, one more could retrieve. Now, my issue is, yeah, I'll baby. Kofi Juma cars and you're the hour quay. Oh, it do maybe and some banner you should be and a question on it. Yeah, they quite to say, yeah, generalizing. If police for the Kanyana Miko say, Georg Distilleries for baby a report say, cast me and say, yeah, or more dear. You're a Kofi Juma, a Kofi on the court. Etino Emra Ejano
Kofa cars and Abahona or we inspect or meaning in a correct car. No.
Okay, so the issue is, why did he take the car?
Uti a man for being commodity almost say, they are part of the conditions. Say, all corner. Omo recommend Emma say,
no, but by a way, most of the time, her recommendation, also man penny your mama a issue, a caveat.
Yes.
Said nobody of his government and over government vehicle be so coffee.
I could see the same thing, so no more day.
Yes, very good. And you know, say Sadia Naba, but Mema say, Nipa now will say, Georg Distilleries for that. Como say, because of as part of your remuneration, car now ye twama at a cheaper price. Ye better.
STC for
value yen or motor cars no man. Na mi busao. Yahweh yen kanokre.
Around 4,000 cedis.
Yahweh cast me and son. Cast me and son. And they are recommending me and sending in amount a day. It may be a moment and kanokre. We are MD now. Sometimes car modema most of the time. Wo salon car.
We say salon car.
Salon car. One.
Almost immune. No,
some you know one there. And you move at say, and your woman, and your woman, two of fan there, man.
Last one, and your
Mema say, you know you're one there. Ebia a mistaken identity. Omufane cast mano. More family good animals where we are cast man. Bakono na most of things are not. We are MD and see you are. Yeah, revaluation of the car. Now you this one man because what na car ni bo move 4 years. Be policy a wo enye fe na eba. Na mo mema sem say. Sa car no. Sometimes obu a obobra wa fa kwa na ye den.
But then before ni pi.
A lot of people rejected that car because of intama ebe pie muti. Abayba fufra. You were hawks in the party. They will go after you. Ade Akye Abia dey go anymore. You can avoid this. Kofi Juma bobra. Where you can we dey? O my ebo mo bra. Ka o mo tiri tobi ma. Na saloon car we bia be hekra ne bo enru ayi bi na o mo dey achewa ko shame na Ghana force Kofi Juma ko we cars. Yes, we stolen cars me ensa. Me wa the lawyer so abechem say me no ono an personal car. Documents will prove to that effect. So at the end of the day, the wa bontini say Kofi Juma ko we cars me ensa. How we dey kwa na dey. Oh. Akonta mining investigation is ongoing into activities of wound to me. Now I know they say Achidi Pabako. One more person has been arrested.
He's also, Emma Wontumi has visited us a couple of times. He's also actually supposed to be coming back to us sometime this week. Unfortunately, he was ill. His lawyer submitted a letter to us that he was ill. And I believe he's now okay because we have communicated to them that he should be seeing us this week. I must mention that he's not the only one we've arrested or we are investigating. Last week, for example, he had a partner, one Akwoku, who was part of the investigation to do with Akonta mining. He was also arrested here and detained.
And also, illegal gold trade. Sami Jamfi action aba. Also, catch the CEOs. Now moto gold. If you are not licensed and you are caught buying gold, you will be arrested. Immediately,
only a Ghanaian who has gone through effective immediately, only a Ghanaian who has gone through the lay down due process and has been issued with a license by the Ghana Gold Board can legally engage in gold trading in Ghana. What that simply means is that if you are not licensed by the Ghana Gold Board, you are committing a crime. Anybody who wants to trade in gold can apply for a gold board license at any time of their choice. And once you apply, we will consider your application in a spirit of fairness and transparency.
And so no 24-hour economy rollout. And no na omanpani di share Gusitano nsa. Na Gusitano so ombe here $4 billion. Hey!
Calibration stage is about $4 billion US. Of that, about 300 to 400 million will come from government to support the viability gap requirement to make sure that the bulk infrastructure is commercially sound and therefore will attract private sector investment. Because government is involved in the IMF program, they have to test these suggestions to the IMF, and it doesn't have to be in one go. It can be a crawling seed contribution of seed money to give, and also the requisite seed money for the authority when it's set up. So that is the ask, and we believe that we can raise a lot. In fact, some of the potential commitments we have already for the enterprise finance and the capex component of the bulk infrastructure and enterprise capex is heading now towards $2 billion. But it takes a lot of time to negotiate these. And
okay, and recent robbery cases in Kumasi. Ashanti Regional Police Command cracks down on suspect in major operations. Tokono suspension must be reviewed and reconsidered. Ghana Bar Association President and also so den anu atomubieno. Yentieno.
Local and international, such as the Commonwealth Lawyers Association, Commonwealth Magistrates and Judges Association, and Commonwealth Legal Education Association, as a matter of principle, have made their voices heard on the ongoing process for the removal of the Chief Justice of Ghana, Her Ladyship Justice Gertrude A.S. Tokon. It is hoped that any Superior Court judge will be well apprised of the entire process before ever being subjected to sin in the spirit of fairness. Rising to the defense of the judiciary's independence is the mandate of the Ghana Bar Association, and this is not personality driven. On this day that we meet to honor the memory of the martyrs of the rule of law, let us resolve as a nation to do ourselves proud and humbly walk away from settling scores.
Okay, Yaw. And some not also. Suspension of Tokono should be reviewed. Now, what's it? Acting chief justice so be the petition ko
sana me tete say almost say amanfo be allegedly amanfo be so
e dey akomo mampani
yes
so ono so wo mo hwe say prima facie case
petition say matisi say electoral commission for no petition da o machi
electoral commission petition February say ye dey akomo mampani samre no na petition akọ ewo maame tokunu maame tokunu so na mampani be pia petition na electoral commission no e dey ama no na ono no I establish a prima facie case.
Okay.
No, a set committee. Electoral commission. See, be na Chief Justice Commission.
Okay.
And the better say yes, I near man no maka say. Openi report in the pamono and I'm an internal on the whoso. Ombeko committee and him to say Charlotte say moye. Okay. Na ma me no samre no no ne ho da adwam. Enti the answer petition the ho na ehome.
Okay.
Enti say bibia ye no say bia ma me ne yi no a. Na acting chief justice no.
Yo beba no.
Acting chief justice no na ye piama no. Se sia no. Untumi nkofa akoma acting chief justice wonya abra ma me tokunu or suspension. Pacho atiase. Enti say nipa 9 na matete se omudin wo mu no. Yes ayi Jane Mensa. Bosman Asare.
Tete
Tete ena ayi ayi Professor Apia Hene nipa 9 no yes petition be ko. Yeah, chain. And as I say, acting chief justice so allegedly as obi so the petition so akoto say. Ono the acting no kra won fata. Et you know no so so mampani, et mampani no e ampa dia ba this say wa wo so ama. Ayi Council of State o. Because only to be bia say temi o. Asa no turn nsema. Within 2 days I was so the Council of State.
Some say there be petitions be become mampani ho. Baby or no ma ho na no. No more ye
but yaw say am pass here the petition come acting chief justice mampani wa acting chief justice one mampani betu obonani aguso
so the ma your friends a council of state dey be omo fee say we there
say council of state no there has not been any statement to that effect say a petition has gone we are hearing there was a official statement for government communication ofosu say a petition has come and the president has because imame tokunu de sa no ye e di se bibia ba mo mu nkata so
but say akota omo say president eba say ne omo mbra no mo chirechire mu no in consultation with council of state enti council of state ono omo di nkomo wie
na bi o say je consultation eno no obo akire di ma omo omhwem kra o o di ma omo eno na tokunu ko di man de say ye the BBC amana onu so mampani enu kwa na nimranim eno mampani man no 10 days okay say on fanko very good enti BBC e ba say no kra there should be an official communique they can't put it aside say a petition has come
here come mampani obi an no so be forward debi o
yaw mama gasem cho
say ne ka ban ne be petition aban
yaw petition when it involves certain high power people you can't throw it aside over kai a petition what they call tokunu hono maame no Professor Azan they said the law says you cannot post it it should not be in public and no we or to public and no t and the BT mrano that was the only avenue Kufuado entimi ampia gonna abum raso to wait there say better baby you have to forward it who need kasa president twin kasa or no or hey ni emo baby corner the come omo a no maka chance mo so enti we no what the call and now on fan call
you obi o ho no mo a say we your adwini say wo pia so a
ya we bi busa de say wo de akwa na fan call omo de kwa ebu on my council of state opening so no prima facie has been established there are many of them that goes but there would call we no it involves acting chief justice or to a chief justice krata how can you can't hide it say no cry they should go through the process
eba say ya akota se kobaso no so no say ba ku ye ba ye kura ye nkanwi
ai
so hu ne se we so ye sa wo so akwa e ye say
Yaw. The law is the law. Yes.
Nakamami Chief Justice Mwanku Osu. Who said the law is the law? And why press conference?
Yes, said the law is the law. No, from there. The law is not being the law. Yahweh.
If the law is really the law.
Timmy. The law has certain precepts and certain conditions it has to meet to become a law. Yes, certain there are certain principles and there are certain tenets that guide rape. Your case will be a rape will be your ingredients be say we constitute rape, we constitute defilement. If those ingredients are not met, you cannot conclude say will be a rape. Eti maame no law now no do to ja can. O say o matianity. It is a law.
If the law is really the law, a Chief Justice Imua. Ono no mrani ne kuku.
The Muslim no osu. So the law is not the law. But you say the law can be twisted by a powerful hand.
Momo. E can say ka mami agoda ozu o. As atira. Ye ga na for mrani eni mo hwe ne no o be kana se ma kire yen. Se na ye meka bi ma no. Emrani u kire kire.
Abusiafo mumro ye kume. Uzu na sika ekura o. Ghana is sweet o.
The democracy since 92 no. In terms of voting no, it has experienced a lot of changes. If you say one, a yakoto banako runoff. Once a new will be that.
That's right.
About 2000.
That's right.
About 2008.
And our Supreme Court see that a coin as 2020.
What is so we have become normal with that aspect.
But we know
way is unnormal to us. What is it? And to me point in say and nanado yi very say electoral commission if you want. Now at that time it was new to us.
We see that.
But this time around the electoral commission be yes, because the president.
But you do me, I do you be say.
But Mami will say there no. See that. Especially these three arms of the government say the executive, which is the president, the legislature, which is the parliament.
It's more of an impeachment.
What you say? So. And the constitution is quite for so sample inform in some way, you know. You Speaker, if you say a trouble in the two, you been free order.
You see that.
Even last parliament, and I Babi split or hang in the crown. Babi was able to sustain his 4-year money. Now, Oman Penny bien no Ghana hire to Obama since in the tour. Seven, a more born and form of Ghana for say but to the floor. Even a minister. Which is a Kenufurata, the party Macra Soritiano. Abana and Pene, I'm opposition for censorship, whatever motion go. When there, I'm a man sound support to myself with you. And you say, Cassia, you'll be a free war. Yana Ed Dane, say a better say, you know any person than Chief Justice say, you're in free war. Share mammy will say, this particular Chief Justice. Once another time, when you be. A man another say, or consult to Council of State, whatever. Eventually, Omo nullify ni nyina mama
say Professor Azade no. Now, public notice no.
We so aba. Wo kroya o, we buy we so asamba. Enti say mama sakasha. One way this say we be say be masamba. Me the ha me say na me say be asem no. Enka corporations and deliberations will come in. Nanka ebia ye the best 6 months a year. Mama no, ni who so sabro be. She comes back take a position back.
And now uncle.
And I be a uncle. None of what no. But dear question there, the woman, the Chief Justice, the suspended Chief Justice, she's foreseeing a very bad ruling in future from now.
Because it thinks she's not being treated fairly.
And then
there is intimidation.
If a suspended Chief Justice cry foul or justice, na said will be a work access to lawyer cry demano or then no better. So the law is the law, but the people around the implementation of this law, no,
it's not making it a law.
That is a problem because I'm not crying unto me can't necessarily me. I'm new, especially rulings. Me need that.
Who new rulings?
Me new because you my head. We both assume they see our own. My boy assume. Now say, oh find me. What do you make a tomb? As a trainer, me born no necessary trainer. How do you commiserate with it?
But we are not in a jungle also. Whereby say emrani hoswa.
Oh my debut.
Abo ma wo no ano.
Me dey say.
Obo kese bia wo bepira.
Me dey say I will conform. me mpesem na bia baba bedi because the moment man be di me pɛ no enipa na man ne ko ho no wo de opɛ
ɛna to me ni be send inside
and ha ntimi me de I don't want a situation that say me de masem kura ko ba bia na say obi me di masem ma me because the moment enipa be di masem I said they wo pɛ because asem ba ko ya bo ama ye de ko court ye di asem na judges nso enkroma betan so
obia the different one beba
enipa nkroma betan da chi be so asa bia so where is the law?
The law is the law. Abusiafo ya dale ye ho abasesi ana Orlando ene ye Emba Ade Agudi Hunsema Bremo. When we come back, we'll continue with the show. This is Ade Akye Abia. Today, don't forget to say a prayer for Mother Ghana. God bless you.